Hi, Cerise. How are you?
Hi, I'm good. How are you?
I'm good. I'm good. As we discussed earlier, my name's Trevor. I'm an occupational therapy student, and you have graciously allowed me to perform this COPM assessment on you as a practice, so thank you for that.
Well, you're welcome.
Have you ever had occupational therapy in the past, or do you know what it is that we do?
I haven't, and I don't actually.
Okay, well, basically, one of our main goals in occupational therapy is to allow you to participate in the things that you want and need to do, and allow you the most independence possible within those things. That kind of
Okay.
makes sense?
A little.
It'll make more sense as we continue through. And today we're going to be doing the COPM assessment. So this is the COPM, our Canadian Occupational Performance Measure. And we're going to use this form as a guide, and I'm going to ask you to take me through your day. And as you do that, we're going to fill this out together. And it basically divides this into three separate areas. Self-care, productivity, and leisure. Self-care includes personal care, bathing, dressing, hygiene, that type of stuff. Functional mobility, transfers, getting up and down, indoor and outdoor. Community management, transportation, shopping. Then we move to productivity, paid or unpaid work. If you don't work, volunteering would work. Household management, cleaning, laundry, cooking. Play, skills. That's just exactly what it says it is. Leisure goes into quiet recreation, hobby, reading, something quiet and indoors usually. Active recreation is going to be sports, outdoors, travel, and socialization. So visiting, phone calls, social stuff like that. With all this in mind, our goal is to identify any problem areas or any areas that you may have things that you want and need to do, but you're unable to at this point, or you're unsatisfied with your current performance in those things. And with that info, we can set goals together and move to better outcomes. And
Okay.
that kind of makes sense?
Somewhat.
Okay.
Yeah, I think I got it.
So let's start with your morning routine. Just kind of take me through an average day, a normal day for you.
Okay, let's see. Morning. Very slow go.
Yeah.
I usually get up and get dressed and then make coffee and sit and have my quiet time.
Okay. But do you have any issues? You said it's a very slow go, so what does that mean? Is it hard to wake up, hard to get moving?
It's both, and usually after I feel awake and alert, I go into my quiet time studying the Word, and that can take as long as it needs. So sometimes a couple of hours.
Is that difficult for you to focus in the morning, or is it?
Mm, Not necessarily. Well, once feel awake, focusing doesn't feel like a problem.
Okay. Well, I know you have kids,
Mhm.
so that, you know.
They're pretty self-sufficient in the morning time, so they are usually playing or watching cartoons or whatever. They've learned me.
Yeah, yeah.
They've learned to give me my quiet time in the morning, so that helps a lot.
That's awesome. Okay, so after your quiet time, where would you go from there?
Let's see. We usually I'll make lunch for them. So depending on whatever they want, we'll have lunch and start our morning routine, or now midday routine. So
Yeah.
it's I have a
So
set.
let's before you get too far, let's go back to breakfast. So you'd have your morning time before
Mhm.
breakfast, and then take me through just I mean, you said that the kids kind of take care of themselves.
Mhm.
What do you do?
During
Do you eat breakfast?
after I have my quiet time, I usually have like a my greens, so green smoothies. Usually
Okay.
my daily intake of good stuff.
Okay, and then you go ahead into lunch.
Okay, so lunch. After we eat, we'll do our set of chores that we usually do every day, and that helps to function. So we'll do our a load of laundry, and I'll do dishes and take the trash out while the girls kind of pick up their things and get their mess put away.
Sounds pretty busy.
So, and that takes maybe an hour or so
Okay.
after lunch.
And I know we've talked before that you're tired and worn out. Does that have any effect on, this stuff? Or is it more difficult to do, or, do you see any of these things as a problem?
That's why I do them like first thing when I start moving.
Yeah.
Because
Well, you have the energy.
I'm pretty much tired after 2-3 o'clock, and I don't have the drive to do those things. So I've learned if I get them done first thing, they're done every day. It prevents chaos and madness.
Okay. What about work? You said you don't work.
I don't work.
You do homeschool your
I
children.
homeschool the kids, so that
What
takes
consider
up,
that?
depending on the day, it takes up anywhere from 2 to 4 hours. So after lunch until I prep dinner, that's what I'm doing with them.
Okay. So difficulties in that? I mean, I understand kids will be kids, and the job description in itself is a difficult one.
For most days, pardon my kids. Most days are pretty good. Usually on days where they're learning something new and I introduce a new concept to them, it can get pretty hairy, because while I'm trying to explain to one the new concept they're learning, the other one kind of wants to take advantage of that and run wild.
Because one is older and,
right.
and they're in different grades.
So,
Okay, so that would you
days,
say? I know your lack of focus is an issue, lack of drive and energy is an issue. Would that cause frustration or anything like that?
Oh, very easily, yeah. I've learned to do the same subjects at the same time so that I'm not bouncing back and forth between different things. So that helps.
So scheduling it, making sure it's very
Thankfully, I
structured.
have a curriculum that's structured and in order, and so I have a plan set out before I even start. So I know what we'll be doing, and I tell them this is what we're going to be doing to kind of prepare them as well. But on those days when we have new things, it can get sweaty.
Yeah, understandable. I have kids as well, so I get that. What about like the cooking, cleaning, laundry, that type of stuff? I would assume would be after, this point in time. So maybe before dinner. What's that in between time like? The cooking.
So after we're finished with school, then they go and play while I prep for dinner. So I plan my weekly meals so that I'm not having to spend a lot of time standing there cooking.
Okay.
So if I can cook it at the stove in under 15 minutes, that's ideal. If it's anything else, if it's got to be longer than that, then I prefer to throw it in the oven and I can get extra things done that I didn't get done.
Okay,
in
so
the
standing for an extended period of time is not great for you. That's
No.
what I'm getting.
No,
Okay.
because of my back.
Okay. So, and then on to leisure, what do you do kind of for yourself? Starting with quiet, I see you have the easel over there, so painting might be one.
I like to paint.
You have a lot of books.
I like to paint and I like to read. Reading every day. Painting comes and goes.
Yeah. Why is that?
I'll just get in these little urges to just paint and paint and paint. Sometimes it'll last a couple of days, and sometimes it'll last a couple of weeks, and then it goes away.
So I'm assuming your mood probably affects that and how the day went, or
maybe, I don't know. If I have time and
or just if you have time, yeah.
and I don't have anything else to do, and I'm in the mood to paint, then I'll sit there and paint. And usually the girls take advantage of that too, and they'll want to paint with me, so they can sit and paint, and that helps too, to be able to have more time to paint.
So what about, I know you dig into the word, you meant the Bible when you said that, and that's obviously a major part of your life. Does painting kind of enter into that spiritual realm, or is it more just a mental break, or?
Both. Like, I like to read, and I like to write out what I'm learning, and usually I'll get some kind of inspiration from the Word, and then the ideas just start coming, and I like to put it on paper one way or another,
Yeah.
whether that be writing or drawing or painting, so it just depends.
And do you see that as sort of maybe a coping mechanism, maybe a way to deal with, the issues that you have?
Probably. I never thought of it like that, but maybe.
Makes sense. What about outdoors? I know we're just kind of getting through the winter months, and there hasn't been a lot of time to be outdoors. But now that we're getting to that point where you're able to, do you have anything you enjoy?
I like to walk when it's nice. I wish I had more space to walk here. There's a lot of concrete though.
Yeah.
We like to play out with the kids, so whatever they like to do, whether it be skating or riding bikes, or I like to watch them do those things and join in more in the things that I can do still.
Okay. So let's use skating. I saw the skates over there. How easy or difficult is that for you?
It's not difficult. Just not as good as I used to be.
Yeah. Okay.
When you're a kid, it comes natural and easy.
Yeah, I do know that. So, I mean, you have the back pain, you have the fatigue. What about knees or any other joints? Do you notice any of that stuff when you're skating or after you've been active?
Knees, if I do any, I guess, uphill climbing, walking uphill or stairs, too many stairs, things like that.
That's good. Okay, socialization, phone calls, any time with your friends, what's yours?
Let's see. Well, we have Bible study on Wednesday nights, so we get a lot of time, several hours with several good friends. So that's
Awesome.
we get a lot of talking in and sharing in, and the next days are usually pretty exhausting.
Yeah, because you put so much energy
Yep.
into that. Okay.
Sundays are that way too, because we go to church and we visit all of our family and friends, and so again, the following days are exhausting.
Can be rough. Okay, well, I think we have enough to go off of here. So the next thing we're going to do is rank these in terms of importance. So using a 1 to 10 scale, 1 being not that important, 10 being extremely important. I'm going to go through a few of these that I heard you say that were major things,
Okay.
and we'll have you rate them. So hard to get moving in the morning. How important would you rate that? Getting moving in the morning, basically, just getting going.
I'd say a 6.
6. So you have time to where you can.
Yeah, I'm content with the time that it takes.
Okay, so your quiet time, how important is that to you?
Oh, very. I would say 10.
10 of quiet time.
It starts my day. It determines my mood.
Okay, homeschooling.
Very important, so I would say 10.
Cooking.
We gotta eat, so
Agreed.
I would say a 9, because some days I can just order or.
Okay, painting
Mm,
or
I
reading.
wouldn't
You can
say-
choose either or.
Okay, they are important to me. They're not vital, but I would say about a 7.
So. All right, walking or skating, your choice.
Maybe a 6.
How about Bible study?
I would give that a 9.
Okay, so we're going to bring these most important ones, the ones that I can guess are your quiet time. You have a 10. You have a 10 for frustrated. What was that for? Oh, homeschool. 10 for homeschool. 10 for homeschool. You have a 9 for cooking and a 9 for Bible study. So we'll use those 4. So, quiet time. Homeschool.
I'm not a frustrated person.
No, you don't seem to be. You seem to be quite positive, which I find refreshing. Homeschool and then cooking. Okay, so now we're gonna rate these 4 things as your most important. First we're gonna do performance, overall performance. How well do you feel you perform in your quiet time between a 1 to 10?
Like physically or mentally?
Just, is it easy for you, or is it kind of difficult to get yourself up and into that, both physically and mentally, to answer your question?
The fact that it just takes time to wake up, I would say that part's what makes it difficult. But so that kind of determines how hard it is mentally. So I would say about a 7.
7. So you feel you do it well. Satisfied. How satisfied are you with that? Do you feel like you could do it? You want to do it a lot better, or on a 1 to 10 scale?
I would like to be able to do it quicker, maybe.
Okay.
So
you're pretty satisfied.
Pretty satisfied with it.
So what would you say?
Maybe an 8.
Okay. All right. How about the performance with the homeschool?
Oh, that varies. Some days it's like, wow, that was fast and easy, and some days it's like pulling teeth. So
Let's take the average.
average, I'd say about 8, I guess.
So you feel you do it well. It goes well.
For the most part, yeah.
Okay.
It's just on those given days.
And how satisfied are you with that?
I know it can be better, so probably an 8.
I'm scroll down twice. Cooking. Your overall performance. How do you feel about your performance?
I think I got that one down.
So-
So I'm pretty satisfied with that one.
Maybe a 9?
I would give it a 9. The kids might
9 with
differ,
your
but-
satisfaction. Okay. Room for improvement. But
All
no, no.
right.
How about Bible study? How well do you feel you perform that?
Probably like a 6.
How satisfied are you with that?
It's not very satisfied. I'd say like a 5.
Well, we got some good info to go off of.